start to question if they're sure Sister KadiAnn went by herself. You know what I mean? So now I get curious now and I start to say, no man, something is going on here. Why would KadiAnn leave my grandson with her grandmother and tell her that she went by Niagara Falls in a hotel by herself? So everything now we start to assume said she was there with this Sean guy. Went over there to meet him. So I phoned the wife and leave a message on her WhatsApp, leave a note and said that, do you know that your husband is meeting my daughter at Buffalo? She responded back to me and said, that is the least of her, either she said that is the least of her worries or that is the least of her problems, something like that. But pertaining to that, she said, okay, so now, when my daughter came back now, my daughter started to act very weird. She don't wanna speak to her mother and telling my grandson to not to say hi to her grandmother. So she phoned me and talked to me about it, and I said no, because I'm a parent and that's not right. You know what I mean? So I went over the house on a Friday, and I speak to her about it. She said to me, Dad, I'm not gonna speak to her. So her mother in the other room, was saying, okay, well, since you're not talking to me, well, leave then. Mm-hmm. So she just said that because she never mean it in any way. But you know what I mean? That appears the upset. He said, okay, well, leave then. If you don't want to say hi to me, I'll make Jake say hi to me. You have to leave because I'm the one who's taking care of the bills and all of those stuff. So I was talking to her, and then she said, and I was quoting the Bible to her, and I said, the Bible said to honor your mother and your father and the days with the longer. And she turned to me and said, the Bible also said parents shouldn't push their kid to rock. So I never want to get into the Bible with her too much because I don't know too much about it, right? So I just kind of leave it there. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, you know what I mean? For my sake, and you know what I mean? You have to try and speak to your mother because it's not right. You know what I mean? It's not right. And her mother, she said she's not going to do it. Dad, I'm not going to do it. And her mother said, well, leave them. And she, we get into an argument and then, I leave. And then the next day, her mother phoned me and said, if I know that KadiAnn moved out. I said, no. And because she didn't move out before and then she came back. So she thought it was the same thing now, this time. But when we realized, Mr. Porter, she never came back. She never came back. She moved out and she never came back. She and I keep phoning her. She started to block everybody. She blocked my mother, her grandmother. She blocked everybody in the family. She just started to block everybody. I was the last person that she blocked. Okay, so there's a girl who was on the church line with them, and the girl phoned her mother and tell her mother that Sean is over there every day on the line is telling all the members there that their family don't love them. But he was on my daughter most. He was on my daughter most at the time. He was telling her, Sister KadiAnn, your parents don't love you and all of these stuff. So I don't know. She buy into it. And she just move out, Mr. Porter, block everybody. Right? We never get in contact. I don't see my daughter for 8 months and my grandson. So anyway, she have a court date with her baby father, with my grandson father. So me and her mother went down to the courthouse to see if she was going to show up there because we don't see her for 8 months. So we said, okay, I'm going to go down there to see if I can see her. So when we went to the courthouse, because the guy promised her mother that he's going to make sure he get custody where we can still see my grandson. But when we went there, she wasn't there. She do the court date on Zoom. Like she wasn't there. But I didn't know that she was in Jamaica either. That was March 27th. March 27th, she went to Jamaica. She did a court hearing on March 28th. That is the Thursday, right? So we went down there. She do it, and I hear the judge said to her, "Oh, your parents is also here," and she never said anything. I did see her on the Zoom, but she was in her building, sitting down. So we never know. We thought it was here. Anyway, the guy give up all his right to my daughter. Like, basically tell the judge he just want to get it over with, and he give all the rights, every decision making to my daughter to make. So the judge turned to him and said, "Okay, sir, but this is not a custody here. You tell me you don't want to have no just decision making with your son, or make no decision with it." He said, "No, he just want to get it over." Anyway, I get upset and leave because I said, this guy, you know what I mean? I said, this guy's a witness boy, and I told me that in my head. Because how can you just give up? It's like you don't want to have nothing to do the picnic. I saw me just saying, so me walk away, and that was the Thursday. The Monday, I drive out and I went to a place called New Brunswick in Canada. Yeah, it's like 15 and a half hour ride from where I live to go there. So anyway, this was the 3rd. The 3rd of April, Mr. Porto. I get a call. Same as I stop, because I drive for 12 hours. I stop. And when I stop, I get a call, like a private call. I don't know, we don't answer private call. So I ignore the first call. And then the call right back after. And I said, okay, this is not a normal private caller. So I answered the phone because I was just kind of hot up my food to eat and all those kind of stuff. I had the plate of food in my hand and I answered the call, and the lady said to me, "Oh, I'm looking for KadiAnn Spencer." And I said, "Speaking." No, I said, "Who is this?" And she said, "I'm calling from the Canadian Affair." And I said, "What is it I have to do with you guys?" And she said, "Oh, it's not about you, sir. It's about KadiAnn." And I said, "What about her?" And the lady said to me, "She's in Kingston in intensive care." So I said, I thought it was Kingston here because we have a Kingston Kingston here in Canada. So I thought it was here. And I said, the first things I said to her, was she in an accident? And she said, "No, all of her organs shut down." And she said, she started to give me some Jamaican number, said I should call these doctors. 2 numbers she gave me. So right away now, the plate just jump out of me and Mr. Porter. I get nervous and I said, "No man, this is not good." So she lady said, "Call the doctor." So me hang up the phone for her now. And she said, to call this doctor. So I start to call and nobody now answer the phone. So my brother in Jamaica named Mikey. I call Mikey and I said, "Mikey, do me a favor. Could you please call this doctor?" Because the doctor said the Canadian government just called and said KadiAnn is down there in intensive care. So him started to get upset with me. Say, "Oh, come KadiAnn that Jamaica, me not tell it." Mr. Mikey, me never know that, bro. At the first me don't know, so him kind of get, he calm down now and say, "All right, I'm not going to call." So when him called me back now, he said to me, say, boy, bro, you don't look good enough because the doctor them said they need the parents to come now. And I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Don't look good." So from just now we start get, start make a whole heap of phone call and get nervous and everything. Probably about an hour and a half after, we have a son. So Sean called me and said, "Daddy, did he hear from mom?" I said, "No." He said to me, say, KadiAnn died. Mr. Porter, I never.
We don't say painful, my brother.
That's what I'm the most.
emphasize
That's one of
what
the
you're
most.
you understand what I'm saying?
That's one of the most painfulest thing that I never
Yeah,
in my life. Believe me, you know what I mean? I cry for, you know, sir. I'm gonna drive a 22-wheeler truck, I'm gonna drive. As a porter. And believe me, I don't know how we reach home, you know. I'm gonna drive here. I'm gonna drive. And one of my son called me and said, Dad, park the truck. And we go send a plane ticket for you. I said, no, but I'm my truck, so I can't leave it anywhere because I'm me own the truck. You know what I mean? So I said, all right, I can't leave the truck anywhere. So I have to come home. And I cry for about, I cry the whole night and day. But I say cry, I can't hold back my tears.
yes.
And the way we use to come home, like every time anybody call me to talk about it, I try not to because every time I remember, it kind of break me down. You know what I mean? I may have my wife on the phone, they give me the strength, same way, and everybody they call, and, you know, people they call and they talk to me. So, you know what I mean? When we stop, because you cannot drive straight in Canada. You can't drive straight for 30. You only can drive up to 13 hours. So I drive for the next 12 hours, then I stop. And believe me, Mr. Porter, as long as the night is, I never sleep. And I still have the next 6 hours to drive to reach home. You know what I mean? And I never slept. You know what I mean? And as I said, man, this was the worst phone call of my life. Believe me, man. And it hurt. And I'm going to tell you now about this guy, Sean Edmond now. Sean Edmond, the way Sean Edmond want to have a child.
That's the man that we're talking right there.
Yes. He want to have a child. Because he don't have any child. He don't have no kids. He don't have no kids. Because his wife is an older lady than him. So she only have one son. But I get to understand that this guy, he make his wife kick out his only son out of the house. And his grandparent and his grandchild out of the house. Right? And the wife family don't talk to this guy because he control her. Just like
he's a manipulator.
Yes, he control.
Manipulators normally lie to you know.
Yes, in control her. You understand? So he was asking one of my daughter's cousin to have a baby for him. Right? The same Shannon brother. Yeah. He was, I'm going to tell her, he was asking one of my daughter's cousin to have a baby for him. And the girl went and tell his mother. And the mother called the wife. And the wife said, he never believe it. But she believe, you know. But because the man slap her around and all them something. So she didn't have no choice. What have said she don't believe. You understand? So this guy don't want to have a child with my daughter. My daughter asked one of my next her sister boyfriend, and the guy tell her, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't have any child for this guy. You understand? Don't do it. And I don't know what happened, Mr. Porter, but this guy, in my opinion, I think he was sleeping with my daughter. You have to call a spade as a spade. The way how he was moving.
Yes.
You understand?
He's very, very, very very good at manipulating people.
Yes. Him want to have a child with my daughter because he want to have a picnic. And then the man even tell, when my grandson is crying, Mr. Porter, the man tell my daughter, said, tell the daughter, don't pick him up. Make him cry, don't make him go like a sissy. And them kind of way them talk. Don't make him go like a sissy. And all that. So my daughter started to treat my grandson the same way how the man they tell her, you know, same way. They reach a point that Mr. Porter, my dad gonna drive to Boston, Massachusetts, gonna look over the go hook up with the people them. And run out of fuel on the road, you know. After she moved out, you know, Mr. Porter. She run out of fuel. And my grandson tell we that said no one come to help them. It's a tow truck. And when we find her car, she had the gas buckling at the back of the car we choose. And my grandson tell. You understand? And this kid is a 4-year-old child is telling us that. My daughter even leave my grandson in the house by himself and went to work, and the grandson is telling father saying try to escape 4 times. But mommy is up a tracking device on him. That's what the kid telling. That's what the kid telling the doctor in Jamaica. I said, mommy leave her in the house by himself, and it's not nice. This is a 4-year-old kid is talking like this, believe me. He's the one who let us find her car too. Because she said, mommy leave the car at the airport. Right?
In Boston?
No, here in Canada. When she was going to Jamaica, she leave the car at the airport. You know, you can park and fly and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So she leave the car there and went to Jamaica.
Oh, right? So she went to Jamaica with the expectation of returning back to Canada.
Exactly. She returned. He expect to return back to Canada. All right.
Not knowing that she was going on there to lose her life.
Yeah, because Mr. Porter, I think the way how Sean Edmond do everything, it make my daughter cut off everybody, so nobody don't have no contact with her. So what I think happened when she went to Jamaica, for a sacrifice, and she never know that. I kill never go kill her. You understand? Because the way everything happened, my daughter went to the hospital on the Monday. At Trelawny Hospital on the Monday. She was in Brownstone at a church service on the Easter Sunday. That was the 31st. So Monday was the Easter.
So hold on. So what you're saying is that you believe that the church them commit a sacrifice with their daughter.
Well, that's one of the theory. But because I'm gonna tell you why I said that too.
Yes.
At first I was thinking it was an insurance hit on her. And I still have it in my head. I still have that in my head. Okay?
So okay, all right. So based on what's happening with your daughter and the relationship with this man and his wife, you do believe that they have an insurance policy on her?
Yes, I believe that strongly, and I also believe there is a sacrifice. And the reason why I'm going to tell you is a sacrifice too, because that's what a lot of people in Trelawny is saying. They sacrifice her. The reason why I said that, she went to the hospital on the Monday, wrapped up in a white sheet, and she was naked.
Oh, so it's like some ritual. So what?
Yes.
So it's like some ritual or something like that.
Okay, so what I'm saying though, Mr. Porter, you see, there's a church, there's a YouTube video what we have right now when showing her in the church in Brownstone on the Easter Sunday. But when you're looking at her in the church, when they do the altar call, she stand up there, but she was sick. You can see that she actually passed out right there. And the same pastor guy came and hugged her up. And the way that man hugged up my daughter, no pastor not supposed to hug up. No. All they touch her up on her backside and all them something. You understand? So and he turned over and called a next church sister to come take my daughter. Because my daughter did sick there. You can see something did wrong with her. This wasn't like she was in a spirit or anything. The video can show you that she was sick. And they put her to sit down on a bench. Right? And then carry her over to one corner. But we couldn't see what was going on over there with her because the camera didn't pick up over there. Right? But my daughter was sick. But anyway, What they did, they never took my daughter to the hospital on the Sunday when she was sick. They bring her back to Wakefield, over the compound because a lot of them, go down there because the guy went down there to launch a church, to open a church down there in Wakefield. So they stayed at a compound where a whole heap of them did it because some people tell my brother said a whole heap of them over there and then cook every day and all that kind of stuff. So what I think happened, they bring her back to Wakefield and never took her to the doctor. So them over there, they perform some kind of ritual or something for her and bring her back to the hospital on the Monday in a white sheet wrap up, and she was naked. She had bruises on her shoulder, all of them something. And she's swollen. You understand? She's swollen. That was the Monday when they took her back. And Sean Edmond called my daughter's workplace, Mr. Porter, on the Monday and tell him that my daughter is not coming back to work. Sean Edmond called my workplace, my daughter's workplace the next day, that was a Tuesday, that was the 2nd, and tell him that my daughter is dead, Mr. Porter, when my daughter didn't die until the next day, the Wednesday. So he have to know something while he making those kind of, you know what I mean? He have to know something is going on, right? And guess what? He is the next of kin application what my daughter did at the hospital. He's the next of kin on it. So this is where I said now the insurance thing come in, because if the hospital didn't call the Canadian government, if they didn't realize that she was a Canadian, because Sean Edmond tell the hospital, say my daughter don't have any family in Jamaica. I have one of the biggest family I sent her, so I don't know when they talk about. You understand? Right? And until the hospital say my daughter don't have any family in Jamaica. So that's when the hospital take it upon themselves and phone the Canadian government. So you see, if the Canadian government never called me, my daughter would cremate and her ashes dash her somewhere. That's the plan what I think Sean Edmond did have.
Yes.
You understand? Because he's the next of kin. He's the one who was at my daughter's workplace as an emergency contact. So you see, oh man, yes.
I don't know if I know that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This man, he control my daughter. But I don't think he do something to her. Believe me. Because there's a church lady. An older lady was in the church. Was on the same church line. Tell my daughter's mother, said, don't let Sister KadiAnn go to Boston, because she will never be the same to herself or her son. And that's exactly the same thing what happened, Mr. Porter. The same thing what the lady said, but that lady passed away. So that lady knows something. You understand?
So the lady passed away after she tell her that?
The lady who tell her mother that, yes, she passed away, right? She died. But she tell her mother that, don't let Sister KadiAnn go to Boston, that she will never be the same person to herself and her son. And that's exactly what happened. My daughter loved her son so much, and the only child, because she never knew that she could have a child, because she had fibroid, right? And when she get pregnant, she said, my grandson is a miracle baby to her. So she loved that little kid so much. And then to see my daughter start to neglect my grandson because of Sean Edmond is telling her, Sean Edmond, Mr. Porter, my grandson to Sean Edmond, kick him enough and box him in the face.
No, man, if you need to report it to the police, make him need to pay it. He need to get some trouble for it.
When my, as I stated to you before, I have a nephew down there with the police. Mm-hmm. So when all of this stuff them going on and everything, and my brother Mikey said, you know what, we're now going to stop till we find my grandson. because now we know some of that are dead and my grandson is there. Anyway, Sean Edmond leave a number at the hospital with a name named Powell. He don't give him right name, you know. He said name Powell. Right? So when they found that number, and him answer the phone, but nobody never know what name. Because they think a Powell they talk to. Anyway, my nephew and him squaddy friend them locate my grandson and then got the police station at Chilani and then bring my grandson over there. When them bring my grandson over there, my nephew they tell me say, my grandson don't know them, you know, don't know nobody. My grandson don't know my nephew, my brother, I don't know nobody. And he said he said the grandson just run, come to them. You know? Just like that, you know. Just run, come to them. You understand? Because he's scared. And him tell him, my grandson tell him, his father said, Mommy was sleeping on the mattress on the ground, and he is not allowed to sleep with her. You understand? Said the wife there. The wife is there because I whole heap of them go down, you know. Because it's a church and go launch, you know. Whole heap of people from Boston go down with the church. Well, we don't know if the whole of them are Jamaican, but them go down with the Sean Edmond from Boston. Because the wife, I get to realize tonight now, so the wife, she's not a Jamaican, you know. She's a born American, but she mixed with black and white. You understand? The wife mixed with black. Anyway, when my grandson tell him father said, Mommy was complaining about her stomach. She had a pain in her stomach, and Mommy went to the hospital. And when the grandson asked to go see mother, Sean Edmond tell him say he can't see mother. He cannot go to the hospital to see his mother. That's what Sean Edmond said. Right? There's a next thing again, Mr. Porter. There's a private doctor in Trelawney what said he treat my daughter. But something is wrong with his statement because the same time when he said he treat my daughter is in Brownstone at church. So I want to know something is wrong. And the next thing with him, he tell my ex-wife and her niece that when he phoned Sean Edmond and asked him for a picture of my daughter. And he said when he get the picture, Sean Edmond and my daughter was on some kind of beach or some kind of river, some kind of waterfront. And he said to her, if Sean Edmond loved my daughter because the picture YMC, it was an appropriate picture, right? But what I'm saying with him, if you treat somebody for 2 days, why would you phone back Sean Edmond and ask him for a picture of my daughter? So, to me, that was a cover-up right there. Him just want a picture to say if anybody if he come to him and ask him anything. Because Sean Edmond, my daughter did sick, you know. Them poison her, you know. Them poison my daughter, you know. And they never take her to the hospital. So they neglect her.
So that's what the postmortem said, that she was poisoned?
No. The postmortem never said that. The fact that her organ shut down.
Right.
It's only 2 things can shut down your organ, Mr. Porter. Is it a poison or you have a massive infection? And when she went to the doctor, they never treat her for infection. You understand? Her organ is shut down. Right? But what I'm saying though, if that doctor did treat my daughter as what he's saying, because the doctor, you know, and Sean Edmond, a friend, they live in the same complex. I make we know say Sean Edmond was a police officer before, you know. As him call him pastor, he was a police and he turned pastor. That's what the man tell us. We never know that.
So he was an old police?
Yes, that's what the pastor, that's what the doctor tell my ex-wife. Say Sean and say he was a police And he said him and him and a friend, him and Sean a friend, because they live on the same block. So them use the doctor as a cover-up. For cover-up say, him treat my daughter. You understand? Wish him never treat my daughter. Because the same time him say him treat my daughter can see, my daughter that born down in a church. So how can you treat somebody and the way him describe how my daughter was? There's no way she could have ended up a born in a church. You understand? So something is not right with that story either. You know what I mean? Something is not right with it. So there's a whole lot of things going on, right? So in Trelawny, Wakefield right now, they're telling us that the Canadian girl want to sacrifice. Some kind of sacrifice. Something not right. Right? A two thing it come down to, Mr. Porter. Either them take out that insurance for my daughter and the wife, because everybody who we talk to as a church spiritual person, and the wife come up in their spirit. Everybody, people who not even know the story, because the wife was jealous over my daughter, because in the church, you know, we don't get to understand now. Everybody in the church knows.
I know that something was going on between the man and the daughter.
Yes, because guess what now? Everybody in the church was saying that she's the next wife. You understand? And listen to this. Sean Edmond's mother, when my daughter passed and my daughter Antique phone her, she said she don't see nothing wrong with it. My son only did want somebody to have a child for him and love him. That's what he said. That's what the mother said. Said she don't. The devil, man. Devil from hell. I don't know what kind of church people these. You just can't tell me, you know, as a pastor, you want to sleep with your church sisters. It just don't make any sense. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But the part that hurt me, Mr. Porter, if you know, said this man, he manipulate my daughter and make she leave her house and end up go kill her. Then did something to her.
That's an evil man.
Then did something to my daughter. Then kill her. Something is wrong. And we need to get to the bottom of this thing. And I make a pledge, if I'm a last breath of my body, I'm going to get to it, Mr. Porter. Believe me. I'm going to get to it. You understand? Because something is wrong. You know what I mean? This guy needs to stop. This guy not even banana preach.
Lucifer in the flesh, man.
This man's supposed to move up, man. Believe what I tell you. You understand? And everybody, one pastor in America who tell my sister-in-law said, and the wife pies my daughter because she share her food separately. I remember, you know, my daughter went to the hospital, is complaining about her stomach. You understand?
What a wicked woman. So,
but hear this again, Mr. Porter. It was my grandson was the target too, because they were doing paperwork to take my grandson, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing paperwork. Mr. Sean Edmond and his wife was doing paperwork to take my grandson. You understand? Because Sean want a pity so bad. Sean want pity so bad. You understand? So he can't have no pity with the wife. So the wife said he don't care if he want to have pity with the next woman as long as she be the number one. That's what the wife said, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So my grandson was the target too. So that's what I said. When they killed my daughter at Jamaica,
right,
they would have taken my grandson, gone and bust and go live. And we that Canada now, we the thing say, okay, my daughter is, you know, we don't see her because she contact everybody, you know. Right? So nobody know about contact her.
Hey, look here, that's all when people in a cult, you know. Yes, when people in a cult,
yes.
That's how they operate. Them cut off all the people that love them because manipulator. That's why
Exactly.
when them in a cult, you can't tell them say them in a cult. You can't tell them say them a go down the wrong road, you know.
No. It's like you come like you drive down on a cow, Mr. Porter, in the road at Jamaica, and you blow your hand. It just look by your gun, you know. In a turn back, you know, in the head where they go. That's how these cult people mess up people brain and make them believe say, yes, because what them do, you know, and the way them do it, you know, them cut off. They make you cut off everybody who love you, you know. That means you have to depend on them. You have to depend on them, you know. You understand what I'm saying? You have to depend on them. But the thing is, my daughter was out there struggling, Mr. Porter. She was struggling. She was moving from one place to the next. Even when we go at Hookville, the place where she used to work because her workplace said her phone located at the address in Hookville. When we went there, the guy, there's a Chinese guy there, he said, yes, my daughter used to come there and take care of her mother every 2 weeks. Because she was working on like a nursing aid kind of thing, right? So she was taking care of this lady, and she said, the man said, she was having financial problem. You understand? She was having money problem because he said one of the times she even beg him to order some stuff on Amazon because she didn't have any address. Right? Because once you order stuff on Amazon, you have to have an address. My daughter was struggling, Mr. Porter, was struggling out there. How can you make somebody take you for your yard? But you grew up for 32 years, you live at home. And a man going to come tell you, say your family don't love you. You understand? How is that possible?
That's what happening until you get brainwashed in our culture, you know.
You know what I mean? How is that possible? When you make a man come take you for your family and tell about your family don't love you. Eh? And you buy into that. You buy into that thing. You know what I mean? And now look, you end up dead. You know what I mean? The Bible says you cannot, you're not supposed to talk bad about the dead, you know, because they can't defend themselves. But at the end of the day, it hurt my heart for no sense. My daughter's a very intelligent girl. She got college graduate. She's not stupid. I make this kind of stuff happen to her, man. It's a tough one, man. Believe me, man. It's tough, Mr. Porter. You know, we cry every day, brother. Every day. I have so much hate in my heart, you don't believe it, man. Every this man, you never know. Me that talk about the ear in your heart, everything all the time, you know. It don't matter. I just want to feel. You understand? I just want to feel.
Him take your daughter life.
The man murder my daughter, man. I kill the man, kill my daughter. And the man not even as much as reach out to the family and say, boy, you know what? Condolence, you know, we're sorry about what happened. Nothing, the man, not even from the church. Nobody no call. You understand? Nobody no call and say, boy, you know, nothing. And me and my ex-wife, we alone. At $25,000 they cost me right now for funeral fare. You understand?
For Canada right now.
Yes. It cost me $1 million Jamaican for bring my body come up from Jamaica. It cost me 28. It cost me 8,400 at the funeral home actually there right now. And the burial spot is $7,000, brother. You understand? And not even a condolence from these people and this man. But my daughter was supposed to go live at Boston with this guy to run church. You understand? My daughter was supposed to go live there. That's what he said he wanted my daughter to go live because my daughter is a good singer, you know. My daughter can sing. You understand?
So let me ask you. So you contact the Canadian officially for them contact the American government to find out if them take out no policy on her.
No, I'm gonna. You see through me. The way my work is, Mr. Porter, when me leave at daytime, me just gone and me don't come back for 2-3 days. Me out on the road. So me I go try I'm not working for the rest of this week. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try see if I can reach out to some authority here to see, because I reach out to the mayor office here already, you know. And then them give me the media, they give me a number to call the media. But Mr. Porter, I call for now till the morning and leave message. A lot of people read me left message, a lot of people try to reach on nobody now return the call. So it's like me kind of get stuck because I don't know, because of the mayor office, me think could have helped me, but them just give me a number to call. You know what I mean? Which me think them should have made the link for me, and then, you know what I mean? Right? And then just leave everything for me if you do. My daughter dead not even announced in Canada.
You don't make news over there?
No. Because of the Jamaican Canadian people them down there, they tell my brother, because of my brother them they talk to said they look suspicious, so them they do investigation on it first. That's why they never announce it. That's what my brother they tell me. You understand?
All right. So let me ask you this now. About the postmortem certificates. You must instruct them in Jamaica not to give anyone the postmortem certificate, you know?
Yes, well, we already did that. I think a 4 copy make, and I think one come up with the body, and then the niece, my ex-wife niece down there, have the rest of them. You understand? Because we already tell them that don't give nobody, no matter who call, because the thing was strange about everything, Mr. Porter. This guy, Sean Edmond, he was communicating with my daughter's workplace here. Because when I phoned my daughter's workplace, you know, the lady tell me, say, someone called from Jamaica, a guy. And the lady actually have the guy number, because she said she had a call about the person and fight, because when we were trying to find out where my daughter lived by getting some information from her workplace. So the workplace the lady tell me, said she had a call about the person who she was speaking to from Jamaica to see if our church sister, anybody know if I should live. So the Sean Edmond was communicating with my daughter's workplace. You understand? Because he was emergency at my daughter's workplace. This man is left a kin on the hospital paper at Jamaica. The paper, the application where you have to pull out of the hospital, you have to put your family in an emergency contact on it. Sean Edmond was the next of kin on my daughter's hospital paper. Sean Edmond and my daughter and a family. How the hell can you be next of kin on somebody's paper? How?
True.
How that possible? So you see, something was wrong. You understand? Something is wrong, man. I need to get justice for my daughter. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until we get it. This Sean Edmond and his wife murder my daughter. Murder. I'm going to try everything in my power. If we have to go down to the news media, I'm going to turn up at them gate with a sign. Downtown, I'm going to go down there to mix. My daughter that need to announce she's a Canadian, she's born here. Right? And my daughter dead at Jamaica and it never come on the news here. Nothing at all. Because of the misinformation when we take on Jamaica. Because of them, why we don't really say anything, because we never know whether we have an autopsy, all kind of stuff. And when the autopsy come back, the man who do the autopsy, Mr. Porter, said, he never know the nature of the thing. How the hell you cannot do autopsy at Jamaica? That's what the doctor tell the funeral home and the funeral dinner penner, you know, have to order a next autopsy on her, you know.
So what they say that she died from?
In what you call it, inconclusive. That's what the first one come, because the man never do no autopsy. Why am doing just do? Because we got to realize that everybody dead at Jamaica now, and the same result. Inconclusive. That's what they come back with. So at the dinner penner funeral home, and the lady there, the manager, the owner, called somebody in a Jamaica and said, no, this girl that is suspicious, we need to do a proper autopsy. I saw them take out piece of organ and send it down to Kingston, go and get it tested right now. So we don't know, we don't even get back an answer on that yet. Because our organ that Jamaica they tested right now at Kingston. So we still don't get back the result on that yet. Right? So if this man I went to the right autopsy in the first place, we don't know what killer. We don't have to go through the wait for the next autopsy again. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And when she got to the hospital, the whole of her chest swollen. Her chest was swollen.
Well, if her chest swole, what?
Yeah, man, her chest swelling because I never knew what is a nurse down there, you know? And she was down there giving her CPR and everything. Because she said when she see her...
What, one of her cousins was working on her at the hospital and she didn't know her cousin?
No. My niece was... She went there sent on, but when we call my brother, that's my brother Mikey daughter. So true she know about the medical thing, she follow him father go down at the hospital because she have a friend who work at the hospital. So she the rally around and they try to find out what, and when she go down there, she want to help give her CPR because her heart stopped beat, her heart stopped completely. So she then they give her CPR, and she tell me say when she see her, she thought she did pregnant because her stomach was it looked so big. But when she asked the doctor if she's pregnant, the doctor said no, the test did come back okay. So she's never pregnant. You understand? So we rule that out of the way because remember me tell us that the man didn't want to have a pitney with the daughter.
Yes.
Right. So we rule the pregnancy thing out of it because to her body did to her stomach is swelling. So my niece thinks that she was pregnant. But she said she asked the doctor. The doctor said no, there's no pregnancy there. You understand? So and her body turned blue. How the hell somebody body can turn blue? Obviously some kind of poison.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah, for change the skin color.
Yeah, some kind of poison. You understand? You have to poison for your body change like that. You know what I mean? Your body change like that. Something. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And the man, the poison the pit man and kill her. You know what I mean? Something is wrong. Something is wrong, man. And we need to get to it. We need to